I qualified for my first paracycling team in August of 2022, and at my first World Cup event, I was very fortunate to win a silver in the time trial and the road race in my classification of T1, and then just about a week after that, I was able to win 2 silvers again in that T1 classification, and just from there, I was able to get my first full year on the paracycling team in 2023, getting to race in Europe for World Cup events, getting to race in Alabama for a World Cup event, and as well having the opportunity to win a World Championship in Scotland in August of 2023, and just recently taken part in the Pan Am Games in 2023 in Santiago, Chile. So it's been a real whirlwind experience, going from just qualifying for my first national team to going all around the world in 2023 to race and compete for Canada. A lot of the success is the support I have around me. So I have amazing parents. My mom and dad are always fighting, trying to find out what was best for me as a kid, and that sort of support and confidence has really helped me transition into a completely new sport for myself. As well as I have amazing strength and conditioning team in Vancouver with Matt Flees, great supports from nutrition, and also just team psychologist and my coach Phil Abbott have all been huge instrumental parts in just really helping with this growth that I've had the past 2 years. When I initially started paracycling, the biggest thing for me was just getting out on the bike and getting that consistency on the bike. As my first year and a half, I was dealing with a lot of injuries and a lot of adjustments in the sport, where there was times where I would tear a muscle in my right hip and then I would finally recover from that, but because of all the strain with my disability and with my condition, I would be heavily dominating my left side, which is my affected side, and as my right side finally healed, my left side would be hurt. For example, I tore a muscle in my ankle and I had to go through deep rehab and relearning how to have a proper walking gait, let alone how to properly ride on the bike. So there was a lot of learning curves off the bat, but it really just developed in that support and just taking it all in and just finding that love throughout all those tough times really helped me carry through and take this sport on now that I have. The biggest thing for me is, and I'm very lucky and fortunate that I've done a couple sports in the past now. Although I'm new to cycling, I am a veteran of parasport, as I used to be with the Canadian CP soccer team, or known as Parasoccer, 7-a-side now. I was on the development program for years and years as a teenager, and then I competed in Rio in 2016 as a swimmer, and then I left swimming and spent a couple years just figuring out what I wanted to do next, and somehow I ended up on a bike. And through those times and through those experiences, I've learned the hard way what not to do, but also found something that is beneficial to me. Especially in Rio in 2016, I was not supposed to be on that Paralympic team. I had coaches, I had teammates, I had friends telling me, you better prepare for Tokyo 2020. Rio's not gonna happen for you, as we were leading into trials and qualification for those games. But I made the team, I made the squad, and getting that chance to race in Rio and taking that experience as an athlete who was told that you're not going to be racing at this competition really showed me that you can go to these events and have fun. Appreciate the energy, appreciate the experience of it, take that pressure off, because at the end of the day, just having this chance to do sport. I was 21 when I went to the games in 2016. Now I'm 29. A lot has happened in my life in those 8 years. A lot of changes, a lot of different developments, and it's just celebrating this beautiful chance at sport and just celebrating in taking on the moment and just really relaxing the mind, relaxing the body before you fully get into the experience of what it actually takes to be out on the bike, to be in a sprint, to be in that kind of intensity. It's taking that weight off first before you hop out there and get going.